G'day guys, Andy Thomas here from Wolf on the Run. Not long come back from a camping trip, and stuff we use in the kitchen, stuff I didn't use, stuff I took with me, stuff I can get rid of. So we're going to go through all my kitchen gear and what I need, what I might need, what I don't need, and what I completely can throw away and just say, nah, waste of time, waste of weight, waste of carry. Alright, let's have a look. Okay guys, so as I say, it's all about the kitchen gear. Recently come back from a trip. Things I used, things I didn't use that much. Just going to explain to you what's what I did use a lot, what I can probably do away with. And yeah, alright, let's go. First off, my frying pan, I never used that this time round. It was mostly packet meals, dehydrated stuff. Yeah, so I didn't need the frying pan. My fire kit, I only take that with me when we go bush camping. That's got a bit of foil in there, some lint out of the tumble dryer, a couple of lighters, some wax pads, flint, steel. So that only goes with me when we go bush camping, along with my grill that I made. Check out the video on the grill. So I'll only take that when we go bush camping, not on a round trip. All my utensils I keep in this one bag, which are pretty handy. Again, I didn't use, oh yes I did, I used that for stirring pasta. Tongs, didn't use those, but they're handy. Nice sharp knife, very handy, especially when you've got steak on the go. I'll keep that in there to keep it out the way, because I did sharpen it and it is razor sharp. Set of cutlery that my daughter-in-law bought me for my Christmas present, Kathmandu titanium, and very good, very good. I did have a little fork, the fold-out fork and set, but I've not used the knife. As I say, I use that little sharp one. Spoon, but I've also got that spoon as well, which is the Cedar Summit spoon, which is ideal reach for inside the bags if you're making dehydrated meals. And I had to buy that because I was trying to open the tin of potatoes with a big knife and didn't happen, so I bought a normal tin opener. So that's the utensils. Plate came back like that, so that's a new one on the list. As you can see, it's gone really brittle, just had too much use out in the sun, so yeah, that's on the bin list. New one, ready for that one. I might go with an aluminium one this time, just so you can actually put it on the fire and keep it warm as well. That's one for the bin. My bits and bobs, oil still in here, cooking oil, HP sauce, salt and pepper, a few sugar sachets, that's still in there. That's, yep, use that. Cooker, what I did with the cooker is I got this one, which is ideal for, that plate was bloody sharp by the way, just cut my finger. This is ideal because it fits on the top of the camping canisters, but if you can't get the camping canisters, you can get these ones at any garage, anywhere all over, but that, as you see, won't fit on top of there. So if you do get the proper camping canisters, you've got that, but if you can't get them, you got this. You can get them anywhere, as I say. So I purchased this, and this is just a little fold out system that fits on the top of there, that screws onto there, then my original cooktop screws onto there. So that's got the same thread on there as the bottles, so then you've got whatever one you want to use. You're never out of gas with your bottle. So if you can't get the proper camping gas ones, as I say, you pick those up anywhere. So that's the cookers, or the stove as I should say. Pots, pans, a couple of clamps. Pots and pans, yep, I still use those, them are still good, still perfect, right size. That's a good size meal in there. Your porridge, couple of packs of porridge, noodles, whatever, and that's ideal for boiling your water up for a cup of coffee. So those, I'm keeping those, happy with them. My mug, same thing, I'm keeping that, being as it's stainless steel, you can put that on the fire. If you've got an open fire, keep it warm, boil water in it, whatever. So keeping that one. I came across this little cool bag, which is only small, but it's an insulated cool bag, and that's ideal for keeping like bits and pieces in there. I had some cheese in there, little bits and bobs, like you say, it's ideal. It keeps it nice and fresh, and that fits. There's always a slot in your pannier somewhere for that. Even probably six cans of beer would go in there as well to keep that cool. Perfect. Now the other thing, guys, is water, carrying water. I've got 2 of these on my bike, one either side, that carries 3/4 of a litre each. I was taking my Camelback. It's not actual Camelback, it's a rip-off version. It's a KMI. That carries 3 litres in there. And that was me. And I was also carrying this Katadyn water filter, which you guys have seen before. This is just a filtration system. Pumps water out of river, lake, swamp, wherever. As you can see, I've marked up on there. Dirty and clean. Just so I don't get cross-contamination, end up with dodgy belly and whatever if I do actually pump water out. So I was pumping water out of there into my bag or into my bottles. Don't take that if I'm just going on the road. It's not worth it. If we're going out bush or out in the backwoods somewhere, then yes, possibly. I've used it once only on 4 trips, but you know, it's there if you need it. There's a guy recently, unfortunately passed away. He didn't carry enough water with him. Whether there was water around, whether he could have had one of these or what, I don't know. But yeah, he did unfortunately dehydrate and passed away over in Queensland somewhere on the backtracks. So yeah, you can actually get smaller ones than these, life straws, all different types, but it's worth looking into a water purifying system. I did have this old little water container. I think there's about 4 litres that carried in there. Kept that because it was small and packed. Used it once, as I say, because there's enough water in there to go between stops and where you need to. So I don't really need that, but I have recently purchased this. Not used it yet. It's a 6 litre water container, Sea to Summit. So basically it's got a little tap on there, filler upper, and you can carry that. It's got loops, strap it to wherever you want to, hang it up off a tree. Yeah. So that's basically it. As I say, I am keeping most of it. There is a couple of changes on what I actually took before and what I'm using now. I don't take the alcohol stove anymore because, as I say, gas you can pick up anywhere, and if you're in the middle of the bush, then there's plenty of sticks across. Here, that's a bit of video here of me cutting up a tree to make a fire. And then you just set this up and you can cook on there. As I say, I'll flick you a picture of that opened up, and that works for me. Alright, oh yeah, the other silly thing is when I come back I use these Milton sterilising antibacterial tablets. They're for babies, bottles and things like that, but you just rip out a tablet under your top, stick it in there with a couple of litres of water, leave that sitting in there for a couple of days, empty it all out, dry it all out, and then when you come back to it, it smells like bleach. No, I mean, it's nice and clean, you've killed all the bacteria and it's ready to use again. So they are a good little thing, just a Milton baby sterilising tablet, pick them up at the chemist. So I do that in there and in these bottles when I come back, as I say, just to sterilise them out. In fact, there's a little bit of black mould around the top of there now, so you don't want to be drinking bits of black mould because that's been standing there a couple of days. So yeah, so it's a good idea when you come back, get your gear and just clean everything thoroughly so it's ready for you next time. You think, oh yeah, just fill it up with water, go away and end up with blooming, whatever you call it, diphtheria or yeah. The other couple of things I spoke to you about the water is that chopping board. Again, look, it's filthy. needs a good clean out. You start cutting stuff on that again, you could end up with, like, say, bacteria and illness straight away. So give you, I haven't cleaned it yet, as you can see, so give your gear a good clean. My French press, that'll be the same. That's still a few dried out leaves in there. Again, give it a good clean, rinse out. That is a godsend. I've also started using those Nescafe instant sachets. They're really good. Burn your mouth to hell because there's no milk in them. Just boiling water, put the sachet powder in, frost it up. The only problem is it gives you bad wind. But that's why you camp so far apart from your buddies. Kitchen sink, again, that is fantastic. Again, it stinks. I'll wash it all out. Bits of dead animals in there. But that's ideal, just for, you know, a bit of water at the river, at the lake, wherever, just a bit of suds, soap, just to wash your dishes up with. And it folds away to nothing. So to carry it with you, it's no big deal. There's no weight in it whatsoever. So to me, that's well worthwhile. And I've got a tripod in there. I've got the stand which goes on the bottom of the other gas bottles to spread the weight out on the bigger ones. You can use them on these, I think. No, you can't. But anyway, it goes on the bigger bottles. The tripod is for my bigger cutting board, whatever that may be, with the disc on the bottom and the thread, and it makes your little table. That's it, guys. That's me done. So 99% I'll be using over and over and over again as before, but as I say, a few things I will drop off again just to give you that little bit more weight drop on what you carry. Just before I finish up, guys, I'll just mention that tripod and the table. Here's the chopping board I was on about. That actually comes in a little set together, so you get one big chopping board and one little chopping board. That's ideal for your food preparation. You can still use this as well, but the idea with this was I glued and siliconed a piece of MDF on the back, just in case you guys are interested, you're not seen it before. I know a few guys have commented on it saying what a great idea. It's got like a 1/4 inch nut in the back, will actually fit your big standing tripod, or as I say, this little one I carry with me. And it's just when you're sitting in your chair and you're not got to actually bend right down to the floor. So you've just got that, and you've got a bit of a table to work off. Put your cooker on, put your pots on. So it's a perfect, it's what, 200mm off the floor, 8 inches. So when you're on your chair, you can actually lean over and you're not sort of bending to the ground. So yeah, that's just that little idea. I know it's a little bit more weight, but you know, if you can carry it, why not? There we go, guys. Everything but the kitchen sink. I've put it somewhere and cannot find out where I've put that kitchen sink. But anyway, thanks for watching. Fantastic.